I want to just talk about like real plain and simple, the realities of shadow work and what it looks like when you're really going through these transformations, because I've come to notice that there is a lot of, um, there's not a lot of people actually showing like the realities of doing integration work and going through transformations and what actually happens when you're really doing that. Um, I think the reality is a lot more unsavory than it's portrayed, especially on the internet. You have all these people now who are like, I'm a self help coach, whatever, and I'm a guru and buy my program. And, I did shadow work for 1 week and changed my entire life. And now I have all this money. And I don't know who these people are, or like what, like they're either lying completely, or like they're just really lucky and they didn't actually do any work to get there. Because the reality of integration work is frankly terrifying and painful. It's extremely disorienting, and something that I want people to understand is that it is often humiliating. Humiliation is an emotion that's associated with being in a state of shame. And this is all being experienced by the ego. So think about it. As you are uncovering shadow, you start with the low hanging fruit, right? You start with the um, less offensive layers of shadow. So, like, okay, I have all this childhood trauma, I have attachment issues, I have suppressed memories that I don't really want to think about or remember, but they're causing a lot of pain, unprocessed emotion. That's the low hanging fruit of shadow work. When we get, if we dare to get into deeper layers, which requires, you know, deeper work. So whether it's like you're doing dream analysis, a lot of meditating, a lot of just sitting with feelings, journaling, whatever it is you're doing like a lot of deep work, really consistently, you will start to get into deeper layers of shadow. And this is where like the Hollywood version is just exactly opposite of what it's actually like. Um, when I say the Hollywood version, I mean like what people act like shadow work is actually about and what transformation is actually about, on Instagram. They're lying. They're literally lying. When you get into these deeper layers of shadow, you are going to probably experience things like extreme uncertainty, um, a ton of grief, um, a ton of fear. You might lapse into um, like having like really deep depression and anxiety and fear, like out of nowhere, based on something that has come up from the subconscious and been shown to you, whether it's in dreams or just the feelings start arising or realizations coming up out of nowhere. Whatever it is, you're going to be experiencing a lot of intense emotion. And the point I want to drive home here real quick, I'm keeping this a short video, is that this work is not for glamour. It is not about fulfilling the ego. And if it becomes about that for you, you're going to be really disappointed. And all these gurus online who are like, meditate for 3 days and you'll get $1 million or something, you'll live your dream life. It's not like that. And that's not the point anyway. The point of shadow work is for people who want the truth. It's for people who want to know what is actually true, what is actually within them. And a lot of the stuff that is slithering around in your subconscious is the exact opposite of what you want to be there. That's why your conscious mind is keeping it down, because your conscious mind wants to protect you, and it knows that if this stuff were all dredged up at once, you would literally end up in a psych ward, at least. That's like best case scenario. So this stuff is going to come up little by little, and you don't want it to come up all at once, because you need to, when something comes up, you need a long period of time for your conscious mind and emotional state to integrate it and make sense of it and make use of it.